Hello everyone, in this quick video I'll be going over trading with Bollinger Bands. So to find Bollinger Band on your MT4 under your navigator, you can search for bands and you can double click it or drag it to the chart, and then you will have default settings like this. So Bollinger Band consists of three lines. You have the upper and lower bands, and also you have your moving average, the 20 moving average in the middle. So this is basically showing you how price is moving within a certain standard deviation. So if we look at the Bollinger Band, 2 standard deviation, which basically means 95% of the candles or price will fall between the Bollinger Band. So as you can see, all these 95% will fall. So let's look at one standard deviation, which is about 68%. So about 68% of these price movement will fall within the Bollinger Band. So 2 is the default, and also you can set it to 3. 3 means 99% or more will fall within the Bollinger Band. So there are many trading strategies associated with Bollinger Band. So if your strategy, if you trade once it goes outside the band, like right here, make sure that you're using the 3s, because you're going to get 99% of the candles or price within it. So once it goes out, then you you stand at a high percentage of a reversal to go to do a buy like that, and when it goes outside, to do a sell like that. So if that's your strategy, at least this is one of them that we're going to talk about, that would be the way. So as you can see, about all these candles fall between. So as you can see, if it goes out like that here, then you know it's a sell, especially if you're using the 3 standard deviation, which is 99% will fall within it. So when it goes outside, then you know it's gonna come down, as you can see here. All right, so with this being said, we provide an indicator that basically make trading very simple. So let's take a look, and I'm going to be using Bitcoin because it's the weekend and the market is closed. So let me go ahead and put this on the chart. And with all indicators, to install it, basically you go into File, Open Data folder, and then MQL4, and then you put it right inside the indicator folder. So once you've done that, just right click and say refresh, and then you will see the indicator on there. So in this video, we'll be talking about Bollinger Trader. The indicator, we have indicator and the EA, but we're going to take a look at the indicator, because once you find the strategy and the time frame, whatever that you like, you can set up the EA to follow the same thing. All right, so by default, we're just gonna put on there, and then we put everything on there, so you don't need to find any other things on there. So the first strategy, which is strategy 1, and one of the best ways to trade with Bollinger Band, strategy 1, call it the squeeze. So first we detect that there's a squeeze as price is coming closer, and then we know that price is about to explode once it start opening up. As we talked about the Bollinger Band, let me zoom out a little bit. As we can see, this is 3. The normal is 2. So what did I do? Let's see, put 20, 2. All right, with 2, as we can see, price is squeezed, and then as you can see, after the squeeze, we have a explosion somewhere. It squeezed up again, explosion. So again, with the indicator, the same thing that we detecting. We have a squeeze, and we get ready for the shoot up or the shoot down. Again, we detect those, and then we enter the trade. So that strategy for the squeeze, that's what it's doing. It checked to see that there was a squeeze and price starts moving, and when it closes outside the lower band, we start selling. And again, when it closes outside, but first we always detect that there was a squeeze first before we get in. So that's the first strategy in the default once you put on the chart that you will see. All right, and let's go on to strategy 2. Strategy 2 is very similar to strategy 1. The only difference is we also add the support and resistance, so squeeze breakout. And we want to make sure that at that level, it also break through a support and resistance. So if we were to draw a support and resistance, let's say for just this current one, so we will have price, we're hitting, closing or touching here about these candles here, and then we also have, we can see our support about right here or so, and then we can see the price broke through, and it also came below the candle, so we below the lower band, so we started selling. So again, the first and the second, they are similar, but the second one we have also support and resistance included, so we can make sure that it break through the support and resistance before we jump into the trade as well. All right, now moving on to the third strategy that we have. So the third strategy we use in combination with RSI. So let me find the RSI and I'll put it also on the chart. Again, you can find the RSI on your MT4. So I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna add 50 on there. Click OK. So in this strategy 3, we're looking for RSI divergence. And once we indicate that and price close below the 20 MA here, we jump into the sell. Again, the same. We're in the sell trend, so we're looking for RSI divergence. And then once it closes below, so these are some of the ways that you can trade with Bollinger Bands. So as you can see, in the buy, so we're now looking for all buys. So buy when it closes above the 20 MA, and we have that, and so on. So that's the third strategy. The fourth strategy also uses RSI, and I'll put the 50 because this one uses the 50. So when RSI cross below the 50, then we will be looking for only sell. When it cross above the 50, we're looking for buy. And also we're making sure that it crosses the 20. So in this example, let's say this example here, the RSI cross below 20, below the 50 line here, and the Bollinger Band also crossed below the 20 MA. So we only looking for sell. And the RSI has not crossed above yet, so we only once it goes back up and it crosses below the 20 MA, we do another sell, 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 until the RSI cross above the 50, and then the price cross above the 20 MA in the Bollinger Band, and then we sell. So also with things like this here, there are ways that you can also filter it. So we have moving averages in there, so you can find the trend direction, so you can apply single, double, triple moving average to filter, and also you can use engulfing to detect if the candle engulfed the previous one before entering the trade. And here are the settings for single, double, and triple MAs, and you can change whatever type of MAs that you want to use on there. All right, so now let's take a look at strategy 5. Strategy 5 is also using with RSI. Now, as you can see, there's a lot less errors here because this strategy, what we're looking for is once the RSI has crossed above the 50 level, we also want to make sure that price is outside the upper band, and then we buy in. It come back, it close above it, we buy again. And the same way, once RSI crosses below the 50, we're going down for a sell, and the price goes outside the Bollinger band, then we sell again. And as you can see, the process repeated. So that's strategy 5. And strategy 6 is simply using the 20 MA. So depending on the time frame that you use it on, you might have a lot of signals in there, and you can use moving averages to filter some of these. So this is basically a simple way. When it goes above the 20 MA in a Bollinger, you buying. When it goes below, you selling. So that is this strategy here. And again, so here, let's say if we want to apply, let's say single moving average, and we want to use, say 100. And then we can see it filters some of these trades. So now this can be filtered with a moving average. So as you can see, while price is below this moving average here, we're only doing sales, and when it's above it, we're only looking for buys. So that's another way to filter it if this is your strategy for trading. So the next one is strategy 7, which basically uses the lower band. And let me go ahead and turn these off, and also the direction filter falls and MA none. So I'm only using this strategy 7 here, and I can remove the RSI also from the chart. So with this strategy, as I said before, there are people that trade like that. When price goes outside the Bollinger band, they enter the upper low Bollinger band, they sell, and when it goes outside the lower Bollinger band, they sell. But it doesn't always work out, and it all depends on the standard deviation, as we talked about before. If you have 2, which is about 95%, so not all the candles will fall within the Bollinger band for a reversal. So with this, we can go in and we can change the standard deviation here, and we can see some changes. So we're going to change it to 3, and you should see some changes. So as you can see, about 99% of these bars or candles will fall within the Bollinger band. So when it comes out and you get a signal, then you know that the price is reversing to go to the other direction. But since 99%, you're not going to get a lot of signals. But when you do get a signal, as you can see, you get a sell here. And this is how strategy 7 works. And moving on to strategy 8. Strategy 8 also uses the 20 MA, but also we want to make sure that we detect a squeeze first before we use the 20. So just like strategy 1 and 2, we check to make sure that there's a squeeze and price goes above. So we have a squeeze here and price. Oh, let me go ahead and change this back to 2, the normal. We have our Bollinger band. So price squeeze, so we're getting ready, and then we can see uh, it goes below that, so we sell, and as it's expanding we see it goes up, we look for a buy again after the squeeze, and price goes below it, we sell. We get a little bit of squeeze here and so on, and that's how this strategy works. And the last strategy that I have on there is strategy 9, which is basically opposite of strategy 7, but you can use it with the standard uh, settings of the Bollinger Band. So as you can see, you can say I'll call it oversold or overbought. As you can see, prices going outside, so it's being going over bought. So you do a buy, and when it goes down, oversold. And as you can see, the wind came back in, and then you got another close outside, so you get another sell, and sell, buy, and buy. And this is the strategy for strategy 9. So there are many ways that you can trade with Bollinger Bands, and we put this indicator together for you, so it'll make your trading simple. So this will come with indicator and EA, so you can either choose whichever one that you choose. Make sure that you have whichever strategy that you choose, make sure you test it out, and then you can set the EA up to do exactly the same as your indicator, because the indicator give you a visual, and then once you have your indicator, we find Bollinger Trader, and then again you have the same strategies here. And then if you want to filter the trend with moving averages, it's right here. So once you find the settings that you like, then you set up your EA to do the same. So when there's a signal for sale, the EA will enter. You don't need the indicator for the EA to work. Everything else is inside the EA, just like within the indicator itself. So this is how you can trade. There are many strategies, and this is you can trade, and we put it together for Bollinger Band. Thank you.